How you doing, guys? It's Gavin here from Afresh Personal Training, and today what I want to talk to you about is the hierarchy of fat loss. So what I mean by that is that the steps that you need to worry about to get the results that you want to get to. And fairly straightforward. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about five steps to the pyramid. I've done it in order of importance, and I've tiered them in order of importance, or what I feel is important. So a lot of the people I work with are fat loss is their main priority, and so many people struggle. And I've been there myself. You know, I've struggled with weight for well over 30 years. It's only been the last 5 or 6 years that I've managed to, you know, find the secret sauce, if you like, get my body fat off, keep it off, and keep motivated to keep it off. That's probably what it comes down to. I mean, you know, I had years of people taking the mickey out of me. You know, I was a fat kid, I was an unfit kid, I was all those things, and it, you know, didn't matter what people said to me or how I looked in the mirror and photographs, and there were some shocking photographs. Nothing really seemed to do it. You know, I'd start at the gym and I wouldn't see results, and I'd stop, and then, you know, 6 months I'd go and start and stop and lose a bit of weight and lose motivation. You know, all those things that I'm sure you struggle with as well. But, you know, overall, over these last 6 years, I've become a personal trainer, a nutrition coach, and really there to help you guys get through it, because I know how difficult it is. So if you can take something away from this video, take it from me that there's always a way to do it. And I'm going to go through this hierarchy that you need to look at now. So I'm going to spin the camera around. You're going to look at my whiteboard. So I've done an awesome drawing on, and I'll explain it all for you. So hopefully you can see this here. This is my whiteboard. I draw all my workouts and stuff on. So this first one here is mindset. So you may think, no, it's crazy, you know, what's the best exercise for fat loss? What's the best diet for fat loss? What's the best, you know, food to eat for fat loss? Well, put it this way, if you haven't got the right mindset, then all this other stuff isn't going to do anything, is it? You could have the best nutrition plan in the world, the best training plan in the world, get all the rest that you want in the world. But if you haven't got this right, and you don't eat properly, you don't exercise properly, you don't rest properly, then your fat loss isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to probably get worse. And with that, you know, comes a lifestyle diseases, high blood pressure, you know, all that sort of stuff, all the bad stuff that comes with it. So with mindset, it's dead easy for me to sit here and go, yeah, you know, you got to just get off your ass, you got to do it. You know, just don't worry about it, just do it, just nut through it. But actually it's a lot more into it than that, okay? So with your mindset, you got to think about, you got to find out with yourself the real reason that you want to do it. So I've spoken about this before in other videos, and essentially you got to come down and find a really emotional reason for this. So mine, which I'm really embarrassed to say, was my man boobs, of all things. Hated it. Had people taking a mick out of me for years and years and years. Didn't matter what I did, I just had a flabby chest. And you know, wouldn't take my top off in the summer, and I'm still conscious about it now, but nowhere near as bad. So for me, my mindset motivator in the end, after somebody said something to me, was I can't do this anymore. You know, I need to make a change. I need to do this. So that's really emotional for me. And every single day when I wake up and go to the gym, and the days don't feel like going to the gym or don't feel like eating better, it's because this burning desire that I have not to ever go back to where that I used to be. We've all got these triggers, and it's, you know, how you use that trigger is going to be the overall success factor you've got. So with me, I had a real burning desire not to go back to what I was, and, you know, for people not to sort of take the mickey out of me, if you like. It's not very nice. So that's exactly what I did. So my mindset is, every single day I wake up, I train and I eat well most of the time, most of the time. And I do it because of a comment somebody made, and that was the trigger that started me on this journey. So you need to find out what that is. It could be anything. Use it. Use that negative statement or comment or negative photograph to really propel you forward and use it as energy to keep you moving forward. So, you know, if you say to yourself, oh yeah, I fancy losing a bit of weight, that isn't going to cut it, okay? You need to, I need to, I want to, I have to do this. This is something I need to do. And if you think like that, you are going to look for ways to do it. So if you're watching this video, hopefully that you know, you're sort of on that first sort of, I need to do something about it. So that's mindset. There's a whole massive topic on it, but that's essentially what it is. Find your reason, make a burning desire, so that every single day you get up, you're going to work towards these other things, okay? So mindset, really important. So nutrition. Basically, you're looking at calories in, calories out, okay? So if you got your mindset right, and you're sick and tired of being overweight, sick and tired of being tired, sick and tired of being unfit and unhealthy, first thing you want to look at is your nutrition. By far the hardest part of this whole thing is nutrition. And it doesn't have to be hard, it just needs to be, you have the mindset and determination to do it. That's simply what it is. If you everything is hard when you start, but over time things become easier, because the more you practice, the more you do, the better you get. It's as simple as that. Everything. You remember when you first started to drive or started learning a new skill, it was really difficult, but look back now and you can do it. So it's the same with nutrition. End of the day, you've got a bunch of nutritional habits already. Some may not be as good as you'd like. So you're already doing nutrition. You do it every day. You eat every single day. All you need to do is replace those meals with better meals. And it doesn't have to be a complete overhaul either. It just needs to be choosing meals throughout the day that are bad. Could be your snacks, could be your cookies and cakes, or your soft drinks, and eliminate one thing at a time. Okay, so if, say for example, you drink full fat Coke every day, I don't know, could be that. Cut that out and use Diet Coke. By doing that, you're simply cutting out a bunch of sugar, 100, 200 calories or so, and if you do that every single day, over the course of a week, you may have, you know, say there's 200 calories in a can of Coke, I actually don't know, but that's 1400 calories less than you would have normally eaten. So therefore, that's going to take its toll on your body, and you're going to drop a little bit of body fat, okay? So don't think of it, you need to do a massive overhaul. It just needs to be simple changes, little wins every single day that you can do to hit your goal, all right? Next one, exercise. So the reason I haven't put exercise before nutrition is simply because when you exercise, you may only exercise 20-30 minutes a day, all right? So out of 24 hours, and you exercise 30 to 40 minutes a day, an hour a day, if you're up there, so you've got 23 other hours left of the day. And that is why nutrition is so important, because if you're not looking after these other 23 hours of the day, this little bit of exercise where you only probably burn 200 to 300 calories on its own isn't going to cut it, okay? It's really difficult. So when it comes to exercise, if you don't exercise at all, then just start being active, little steps, okay? So let's say you change one thing in your nutrition, your diet, you're changing your Coke out or your cookie out, and then you start adding some exercise, and you're looking at, say, maybe to start with 15-20 minutes a day, okay? And this 15 to 20 minutes a day just might even be a walk before dinner at home, or you get up in the morning and you go for a walk, or you get before bedtime you go for a walk. 20 minutes, doesn't have to be long, just needs to get your body moving. Two tiny little changes are really going to start making big changes in your fat loss, okay? Sure, over time you're going to have to up these things, or find something else and keep improving on what you're already doing. As soon as you hit a plateau, you're going to start look what you're doing, and you're going to start moving forward. Next one's going to be exercise, okay, like we just said. So if you start walking 3 or 4 times a week, then you're going to have to start jogging, or find yourself, and what I highly recommend is a good strength training program. A couple of times a week to really build some lean muscle, because only a couple of kilos of lean muscle is going to burn a ton more calories at rest than you're currently doing, because muscle is an active tissue and it burns calories at rest. Fat isn't an active tissue, it just sits there, it's stored energy. That's the best way to describe it, okay? So look after your exercise, then rest. you're probably resting an awful lot as it is. You probably, like a lot of the population, a lot of people, you drive to work, you sit in work, you drive home, you sit on the couch, then you go to bed. So you're probably already getting a lot of rest. So that's why rest is up there. But saying that, you do need, your 7 to 10 hours of sleep a night. If you're one of these people that sits up with a bit of insomnia watching TV all night long, then it's all going to impact on your fat loss, okay? Because obviously, if you're not getting enough rest, your body doesn't recover, you feel lethargic and tired, and it's a big snowball effect, and it affects your mindset. Because if you're too knackered to do anything, you're not going to eat well, you're not going to exercise, all right? So it all feeds back in. So rest is really, really important. But not as important as the other three things. This is all the other stuff. This is all the other crap that you don't need to worry about. And that is going to be your, what's the best exercise for fat burning? What is the best food for fat burning? What is the next miracle cure? What's the next pill? What's this? What's that? Don't worry about the other stuff. The other stuff, yes, is important to a degree. So to put that into perspective for you, if you want to lose 10 kilos, then your nutrition and exercise and your rest are all the main important things, and obviously the mindset is a given, okay? So then your exercise, you're going to be looking for high intensity interval training, resistance training, really, really important to structure this well. Nutrition, you're going to have to maybe monitor your macronutrients, your fat, carbs and protein, to the point where you're calculating your protein and fats based on your body type and your body weight and age, and then using carbohydrates as the changing factor to reduce your body fat. So that's a very specific goal to get down to that low body fat. Exercise, obviously, the resistance and high intensity interval, and your rest is really important. So this other will feed into these, but the most important thing is to get the bulk of these things right. So if you're, and another example of other as well, okay, so a lot of people I talk to worry about having some mayonnaise with their food and stuff like that. I mean, in the day, you're only having 15 or 20 grams of mayonnaise with your food. It's nothing, it's the other stuff. If you're eating a bunch of rubbish all day long and you have a little bit of mayonnaise, the mayonnaise isn't the problem, it's the bulk of the rubbish is the problem. You get rid of that bulk of the rubbish and you eat in more lean proteins, vegetables, and then you have some mayonnaise, it's not going to make a difference. It counts as the other stuff, the small stuff you don't really need to worry about. So the take-home message from this is they are very definitive steps that you need to take to lose body fat, but mindset, absolute key. You need to get this right. You need to get this burning desire, this real reason, an emotional reason to do it, what it is that you want to do. Then you're going to have to look at your nutrition, then your exercise, then your rest, and then all the other stuff that that follows with it. This might come into changing your goals as you go along. So I hope this has been, I'm going to turn you back around to me now. So hopefully this little video log has put things into perspective for you. Obviously I've been through it, I've done it, I know exactly how you feel, and it is no quick fix. I really wish there was, but all you need to do is change some small things. And with mindset, I'm going to keep on harping on about it, with mindset is that every time you get a small win, you're going to get more confident to do something different. So if you manage to successfully change your breakfast for a month, every single day, then you're going to have the confidence to change another meal, your snack or your lunch. And small wins over time is going to yield some awesome results as you go through. So then you're going to be able to attempt more in the gym because you're feeling stronger, you're more energetic. Then you're going to be able to rest a bit more because it all feeds in. And then the other stuff, you can play with the other stuff. And all you have to do is find a reason, find a plan, and get it done. Like I said, because I've been there, what I do online training. I've got a whole raft of services I can offer you, from training to nutrition coaching, and I can point you in the direction of some really good mindset books if that's what you need to read and understand it. But whatever you got to do, you just got to get up and start. Really find a reason to start, and don't put it off to next week or the week after. Start right now. Your next meal is going to be the one that you're going to start with. And as soon as you start, the sooner you're going to start seeing results, and the better you're going to feel. So yeah, I mean, not much else I can say really. I've rambled on a little bit, but if you guys need any help at all, just give me an email or flick me a text on my website, and I'll certainly look to help you out. But trust me guys, there's always a way to do it. You just got to get your noodle right before you even start. Anyway, have a good day. I'll leave that with you, and I shall catch you soon. Cheers guys, bye bye.